The grand heiress is joining the Powell family in marriage to honor her family's vow. The Powells fell from grace. Grandmother and grandson stand alone, together. The grandson is critically ill and near death.
Kill them both.
I don't want to die. If you let me go, I'll do whatever you want.
Hey, pretty girl, make me feel good. I'll let you go.
Sure, I'll take good care of you.
You saw something you shouldn't have. How should I deal with you?
I'm set to wed into the Powell family. Everyone in Harbor City knows. If anything happens to me, you'll be in much deeper trouble. Let me go. I'll act like I saw nothing at all, and I won't say a word.
Interesting. My bride? We'll meet again.
Caroline Grant, you took your mom's life at 9. Shoved Grandpa downstairs. If it weren't for you being a substitute bride, we'd never let you back. So you better know your place. You're not some heiress of the Grant fortune. You're just a dog the Grants keep around.
Who's the dog barking at? All right. You don't need to bark anymore.
You! Did you just call me a dog? You country bumpkin!
Welcome.
It's time. We can head out now.
Dad, why isn't the groom here to pick me up?
Is the bride unaware she's marrying a dying man?
Caroline. The groom's not feeling well today, so he's not coming.
The car's outside. Just go straight there.
All right, whatever you say.
She acts fine, but she's making her stepdaughter marry in her own daughter's place. I heard she's a home wrecker. No wonder she's so tacky.
That brat really embarrassed me. But there's plenty of time. I have plenty of ways to deal with you.
Melinda Gray. Let's see how long you can act as the perfect wife.
Ling Ling, could you help locate Mrs. Lin for me?
My ghost husband is terminally ill. He doesn't look sick at all. He's as solid as a tank.
Let go of me!
Madame,
Isn't it a bit inappropriate to overhear them?
I'm just listening.
Can you make some noises?
No?
Keep going.
This is great. He's fully capable. I'm having a great-grandchild.
It's you!
We were bound to meet again. Mr. Powell, your identity remains secret. Nobody knows you own the Orchid Court.
so the Grants dare to. Replace the eldest with Caroline Grant.
Have you learned anything on Caroline Grant? Yes.
She was sent to the rural area very young and left school early. She's a rural girl. She likely doesn't know. You're the world's wealthiest man.
A country girl. The Grants sent over a country bumpkin. You don't seem like a yokel.
You've mocked me all along, right?
What do you want to do with Miss Grant?
You might be unaware. There are 2 wolves in the backyard.
Maybe I should just feed you to them.
You! I'm here to uncover the truth about Grandpa's accident. I must pretend to be his bride to keep Melinda Gray away. I need a plan.
Young master, you're having another attack.
What illness do I have? I know medicine and acupuncture. I can treat you.
Are you looking to die? Looking for a fight?
Is your treatment plan just a massage?
You're lucky. I've never massaged another guy before.
You're lucky to be the first woman to massage me.
Ugh, I can't even talk to you right now. Let's strike a bargain.
You let me stay. I'll help you put on a show for your grandma.
Deal.
The young master has dozed off. He hasn't slept this well in ages.
You can go now. I've got this.
Caroline, come here.
I become fond of you the moment I set my eyes on you. If that boy ever bothers you again, just tell Grandma. I'll teach him a lesson.
Okay.
Madam, congratulations.
Why the congrats?
Madame, congrats. Congrats! You will have a great grandchild soon.
Good. There will be rewards.
We didn't do anything last night. Why the blood?
I hope I didn't make it awkward.
Hey, Mrs. Powell, don't you know?
The young master has severe OCD. This is something you used.
Strangely, I don't feel grossed out at all by it.
All right. Brandon. Caroline will visit her family soon. Go with her, and don't forget the gifts. As a son-in-law, you need to show respect.
No need.
Okay, Grandma. We must maintain the act. Don't make me repeat it.
Are you whispering secrets now?
You two are very close.
That makes me happy.
Jerk. Thanks. You can go.
So clumsy.
Don't!
Sorry.
It's my first kiss ever.
Hey! I'll be there in an hour to pick you up.
No need.
Caroline Grant. Just married into the Powells. Already flirting with some random guy.
You never learn, do you? Brandon Powell. Kind of rings a bell.
Whatever. It's none of my business anyway.
Caroline Grant. You really can't stand being alone, huh? Just married and you're already with some handsome guy.
What? Your husband can't satisfy you?
Pretty boy. Is she referring to Brandon Powell? If you say so, I'm going to see Grandpa.
So fake. If you hadn't caused Grandpa's fall back then, he wouldn't be in a coma now.
Patricia Grant. You and your mom know exactly how Grandpa got hurt.
Back then, Sushi himself pointed you out as the culprit. He was your boyfriend at the time.
Why would he frame you?
The truth will come out.
Stop pretending. You think you're an heiress? You're just worthless trash who married a broke loser.
Grandpa, I finally get to see you. I'm back now, and I promise to wake you. And I'll find out who really hurt you.
Mom, there's something I must say. Caroline Grant's keeping a boy toy.
That shameless girl, she's having an affair.
Sure she is. Oh, right, Mom. What are you up to?
This is for Caroline Grant. My godfather took a liking to her. I sold her for $10 million.
Her marriage is only on paper.
Once my godfather gets bored of her, I'll take more scandalous photos. She'll have to listen to us.
Mom, you're a genius. I've made plans with friends, Mom. I'll return later.
Go ahead. Okay.
Caroline, come here. Look.
I made this dessert for you myself. Give it a try.
Thank you, Melinda.
Idiot!
This tastes really good.
As long as you like it.
Melinda, what did you give me?
My head hurts so much.
Just some dessert.
Wait till my godfather gets here. Let's watch him handle you.
Someone come.
Take her inside.
Little beauty! Didn't Melinda drug you? How? How are you awake?
Was I not awake to enjoy it?
What did you do to me? Why can't I move?
Mr. Wang, you probably don't know. The Grant family has a big guard dog. His sense of smell is amazing. And he loves chewing on bones. Mr. Wang, be careful. Don't let him bite you.
Miss, please! I'm begging you! Let me go! I swear I won't do it again.
Colleen, because of you, I was kept out of the Powell family for 10 years. Now your daughter is in my hands.
She's just a toy to me.
Godfather?
Melinda Gray, this is all you're doing. I'm withdrawing my funds from Grant Corporation now.
Godfather! Caroline, are you alright?
Melinda, what do you mean?
Quit acting. You sensed the dessert was off. Are you trying to beat me at my game?
I wanted to see what tricks you had. Melinda Gray, these childish little games of yours
are just disappointing.
I'm done arguing with you. You're just a nobody with no one to rely on. I've got plenty of ways to deal with you. Someone, get her.
Don't you dare touch her.
What are you doing here?
I miss all the fun.
Caroline Grant. Is this your other woman?
He even dared to intrude on the Grant home. What are you waiting for? Come on, get him!
You want to challenge me? You're no match. What are you still here for? Are you joining us for dinner or not? Let's go.
Show me your best next time. I'll be here, waiting. Don't embarrass yourself, okay?
If you weren't here, what would you have done?
I could fight if needed, you know. If you hadn't come, I'd have managed them myself.
Caroline Grant was isolated growing up. Mr. Powell, she faced much bullying. She's been fighting her own battles since childhood.
Girls shouldn't get into fights. Fighting is a guy thing.
I'm not used to leaning on others. Mr. Powell, I appreciate your help earlier.
You're my wife's name. I don't want anyone hurting what's mine.
It's the world-renowned hypnotherapist, Dr. Nan. Brandon Powell's insomnia is worse than I imagined. I'm not worried about him. I'm just a conscientious doctor. I care for my patient only.
Get out!
Dr. Nan, how is he doing?
I initially managed to hypnotize Mr. Powell. I could lull him to sleep monthly. His condition has worsened a lot. He's now very vigilant. His mental defenses are truly alarming. I can't put him under anymore.
Ma'am, it's too risky to enter there now. Did you forget last night's events?
I remember, so I must go in. If his sleep issues turn into a mental illness, almost uncontrollable, if a second persona appears, it'll be too late.
Mrs. Powell really does care deeply about Mr. Powell.
Yeah, she really does.
Leave me! I need some time alone now! I don't want to hurt you.
You helped me today. Let me help you, okay?
Just go, will you?
I told you to get out.
I'm not afraid of you, unlike others.
Sorry. You in pain?
It does not.
W, what's he trying to do?
Is he about to kiss me?
No way. No matter what he's thinking, it's an arranged marriage.
I've got a lot to do. I can't let myself fall for you.
Caroline Grant.
What happened yesterday? Mr. Wang confirmed his investment in Grant Medical, but I heard you pissed him off. Now Mr. Wang has made it clear that he'll invest. Apologize to him, or the deal is off the table.
Dad, what exactly happened yesterday? Didn't Melinda tell you?
If this investment were real,
Do you still want it?
Duncan, I'm the one who sent Caroline to Mr. Wang's hotel room. Grant Medical is having a cash crisis. We desperately needed the funding. Besides, Caroline's a granddaughter. She should do her part for the family, right?
Melinda, there are also Patricia and Yang Yang. They're granddaughters too. Why not ask them for help?
Duncan, do you hear what Caroline's saying? Yang Yang returned to wed the nation's wealthiest man. Patricia's fiancé is Mr. Su. How could she shame our goals?
Caroline, you should still go to the bar later and meet with Mr. Wang.
it's ridiculous that I ever had expectations for a father like this. He's vain. Obsessed with appearances, willing to do anything for Grant Medical.
Dad, I get it.
I'll go later.
Caroline, your marriage is symbolic to ward off misfortune. Your husband's nearly dying. Once Mr. Wang is resolved, I'll find you someone better.
Thanks, Dad.
Ling Melinda Gray has taken the bait. Get the press release ready. I've hacked into Mrs. Wang's phone. She's definitely showing up tonight.
Brandon, the assassination attempt leads have gone cold in Capital City.
My body double. He has been managing my overseas affairs all along. Few know my Harbor City business. Investigate them.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, another granddaughter arrived to marry you instead. Her name's Caroline Grant, right?
Yeah.
Check out who that is.
Godfather, last time it was Caroline's fault. I'll have her apologize to you once she arrives.
Humph. Last time, she nearly deafened. Killed me. Now all I want is to
pay her back in kind. Whatever you say, Godfather.
You seem even more attractive today.
Your face resembles your mother's. Garbage. All you do is seduce men. I swear I'm going to ruin you.
Caroline Grant, you seem even more attractive than yesterday.
I won't hold last time against you.
But you need to come with me to my room. We need to have a proper talk.
About the Grant Medical investment.
All right, Mr. Wang, please lead. I'll join you.
Damn, Brandon. Caroline Grant is cheating on you. I'll handle it and defend you.
I will cut your hand right off if you dare to touch her. Sit back down.
What's going on? Brandon's lived as a monk for 2 years. Never shown interest in any woman. Could it be he's actually into that Caroline Grant?
Haha! You're likely correct. Brandon will finally break his dry spell.
Damn!
Ha ha ha!
Caroline Grant, don't try any tricks. Take care of my godfather. Secure funds. I'm just outside the door. You can't escape, even with wings.
Like I'd ever leave.
Ah, little beauty. Come and give me a kiss.
Mr. Wang, don't be so impatient. I'm not going anywhere. I just need a bathroom.
Who's there?
Who?
Mrs. Pell, you're betraying him, plotting to kill, covering up the murder plot.
There's no affair with Mr. Wang. We were just talking about things.
A man and a woman alone in a room. Nothing's up.
Mr. Powell, we agreed before. Avoid discussing personal matters.
We agreed no kissing in our agreement. Well, I just kissed you. What will you do about it?
What will you do now? Just relax. I'm still Mrs. Powell in name. I won't make you seem foolish. But if other men like me, that's not my fault. You can't hold that over me.
So you're saying, am I not allowed to envy?
Jealous? Wait, does he actually like me?
Caroline Grant, come out right now. I'm coming in. And we'll taking a bath together.
I never imagined bathing with you. Why does he get to? I'll handle this guy.
No, I told you before. I don't want to rely on anyone. It makes me feel weak and cowardly. I can manage alone. Your help isn't needed.
Hello, lovely. Come, I'll kiss you. You!
Godfather? Godfather?
Ah, my sweet little darling. Ah, hey.
Godfather! I'm not Caroline! Godfather!
I've paid you for a night before, remember?
Oh! So this is the little tramp who's been seducing you?
No, that's not it. She's my goddaughter.
Goddaughter? How disgusting. I'll teach you a lesson today.
Do you know who I am? You dare seduce my husband?
There's no misunderstanding. Nothing's going on.
How dare you pursue my spouse?
I've got it wrong. Nothing's happening.
Don't give me that crap. Nothing happening? Just lazing in bed?
It's a misunderstanding.
Watch how I handle this.
Where are you headed? Look, it's Melinda Gray, the actress.
Running away, Melinda?
What on earth's going on?
Melinda Gray, you still don't get it? The mistress just got busted by the wife. Oh my god!
Get your phone and snap some pics now. Stop filming.
Please, don't film this.
Look at the mess you've made now. Your scandalous photos are trending.
Duncan, this is all her scheme. She pretended to agree to meet up, but it was just a setup.
Aunt Melinda, don't pin this on me! I came out of the bathroom and saw you making out with Mr. Wang.
You're lying!
Dad, I'm just a country bumpkin. I married into a normal, not rich family. I can't control the media, truly.
Caroline Grant, drop the act.
You set all of this up!
Caroline returned from the countryside.
Do you believe she could outwit an actress like you?
Melinda Gray, I want a divorce.
Duncan Grant.
You're really divorcing me?
Check it out yourself now.
See what they're saying about me. I can't even hold my head up anymore.
Because of you? Grant Medical is losing contracts, nearing bankruptcy. Melinda Gray.
All of this is thanks to you.
Thanks to me.
Duncan Grant.
Everything I've done was for you.
I've given up so much for the Grant family.
No more.
You only ever thought of yourself. You just wanted to remain as Mrs. Grant. Deep down, you're just vain and status obsessed.
Now you want a divorce. Just because I'm no longer useful to you? Do you want to discard me? Don't think I don't know. You still have feelings for her mother. Colleen, right?
Shut up!
You don't even deserve to say her name.
Why not? I'm going to say it anyway. You're just pathetic. You love Colleen. But someone like her, she's way above your level. She would never have loved you.
Dad still loves Mom, Melinda Gray. Why am I mentioned here? I have never.
I'll take care of this discreetly. Once Patricia's engaged, you're returning to the village. Caroline, return to the Powell house now.
Brandon, your bridesmaid is quite the character. She really put on a show. If we hadn't caught it all on camera, we almost believed it.
She's always been clever. That Mr. Wang. Ensure he never shows up in Harbor City.
Yes, Brandon. Brandon, when will you tell your wife your true identity?
Let's wait and see. I don't want her now. Avoiding any danger.
Grandma made chicken soup for you, Caroline. Drink it while hot, okay? Okay. Thanks a lot, Grandma. Rest well, okay?
What's wrong?
This is so cool and refreshing. I'm overheating here.
I need something cold. Caroline Grant, wake up now.
Come on, wake up.
What just happened to me?
Are you the doctor or am I? How would I know?
Grandma added something to the soup she gave me just now.
Want me to help you cool off? You seemed quite engaged earlier.
No, it's okay. A shower is all I need.
I'm off on a work trip tomorrow. I'll return the day after. Call me anytime, even without a reason.
Why call if there's no reason?
You're my wife. Why wouldn't you check on me?
Keep dreaming. I'm not checking in.
Grandpa, please wake up soon. I really want to talk to you.
Caroline Grant. What? My lovely fiancé. Acting like you don't know me? What's up? My lovely fiancé. Are you seriously denying knowing me?
Caroline, from now on, you're my fiancé. I'll make sure to protect you.
Grandpa, what's wrong? Grandpa!
Uncle, it's Caroline Grant. She pushed Grandpa down.
I recall you pushing me into the abyss a decade ago. I returned our engagement ring.
Why marry that terminally ill man from Orchid Court? Can he truly fulfill you? If he can't, you know you can always come to me.
Julian Ford, try to preserve yourself some dignity. Keep your dignity intact.
Quit pretending to be so pure and innocent. Only you know how dirty you really are. I've got a new fiancée, by the way. I'm sure you know her. Come here, Patricia.
Julian, I've been waiting for you forever. You're finally here.
How could I miss your birthday party? Plus, I got you a birthday present.
Wow, do you like it? I love it. Sister Julian and I are together now. Wish us well, won't you?
Of course. You two are trash and trash picker. You're an ideal pair. Wishing you both a long, joyful life.
Caroline Grant, aren't you embarrassed? Already married and seeing someone else? You're absolutely shameless.
You're nothing but a tramp.
Oh, sister, are you waiting for a ride? Did you blow all your cash on your boy toy? Do you have cash for a ride? Oh yes, I almost forgot. Of course you do. Are you spending your husband's funeral cash? Ha ha, Julian. She's still my sister after all. Why don't we give her a ride?
Sure.
I'd rather not risk a car accident.
Julian, did you hear that? She's cursing us. She's so vicious.
Caroline Grant, you're unaware of what's best.
Our security says young madam was harassed at our hotel.
Who could possibly bully her? What happened?
Young madam allegedly used funeral funds for shopping.
Hey, Julian.
I was simply being kind, offering Caroline a lift. But she turned me down. Oh yeah, I forgot. Heading out for a romantic meal. Don't you think she's doing this on purpose?
Caroline, are you having another one of your tantrums? Get in the car now. Don't waste Patricia and Julian's time.
Miss Grant, I'm here to take you home.
Wow, what a gorgeous car. Julian, is this another surprise you planned for me? I love it.
Hey, who are you? Can you even cover the car repair costs?
Are you blind or something? I'm Miss Grant.
I'm here to pick up Miss Grant.
What? Wait, Julian didn't send this car for me.
Julian Ford can't cover my service fee. Brandon Powell owns this car. Mr. Powell specifically sent me to pick up. Miss Grant, please.
No way! You must be conspiring with Manager Len. Mr. Powell is insanely rich. Always in New York. Why would he even associate with you?
Well, believe it or not, it's not my problem. Men can't help being drawn to me. It's not my issue.
Dad, Sis just got back from the countryside. She's already befriended the Powell Group's CEO. She just saw a man who isn't her spouse. Now she's here pretending and putting on a show. She's exactly like her mother.
You should really learn your place. Keep quiet about things you shouldn't discuss.
Why would that mysterious billionaire aid me? I don't even know him. Wait, isn't his name Brandon Powell?
Mr. Powell is now attending an event in Westland.
Hey, Lingling, can you help me look up someone?
Mr. Powell, Madame's people are investigating your role in Harbor City.
Pretty clever.
No need to keep it secret.
Mr. Powell seems quite pleased with his temporary wife.
Julian, did you know? Caroline Grant lived in the rural area. She messed around with some guy in a cave. She was so young back then, she started seeing random guys.
That bitch was cheating on me. Even when we were engaged. Now she's married to someone else. Still sneaking with men. She'll sleep with anyone.
Julian, I love you. You were my first.
That's right. Caroline Grant is such a slut for betraying me. She never deserved my love.
Caroline! Oh my god! The guy you married. Brandon Powell's the world's wealthiest.
It really is him.
Julian, I'm heading upstairs. Get some rest. Miss me while I'm gone. Go on, yeah.
Where to now?
Busy with a task.
Come to room 801 at the hotel tonight. I'll be waiting for you.
Julian, are you out of your mind?
People can mess with you, right? I can't. Is that it? Does your husband know? Even though you've been fooling around?
Unbelievable.
Always trying to find out where Auntie Lynn is. How about this? Spend the night with me, and I'll hand her over to you.
The Ford family wields much power in Harbor City. Could never find Auntie Lynn.
Fine, I'll be there tonight. But I want to see her first.
Deal. I'll be waiting.
I have a work trip tomorrow. I'll return the day after tomorrow. Call anytime, even if you don't need to.
Hello? Brandon's showering. Speak now if you need anything.
He's summoning me now!
Who allowed you to enter my office, Director Vaughn?
Mr. Powell, this file is urgent. I'm here to deliver the papers.
I dislike office visitors. Don't let it happen again. Get out.
Yes, sir.
Wait a second. Did you mess with my phone?
No, I didn't.
Get out.
Her. She can't be. Brandon Powell's lover, right? I'm just a substitute bride. We signed an agreement. Why would he help me? I already warned myself not to rely on anyone too much. Julian, where's Mrs. Lynn?
Miss, go! Don't worry about me!
Get her out of here. Caroline! Don't forget our deal.
Julian, Mrs. Lynn just fainted. Get her to the ER now. Let's discuss it later, okay?
Caroline, I don't know what you're thinking. Waiting more makes things worse. I'll take Mrs. Lynn to the hospital, fine. But you have to fulfill the deal with me today.
Julian, I can't run from this. Let go of me first. You're hurting me.
Mr. Powell,
There's trouble. The guard said Mrs. Powell cheated on you.
You really think your little tricks can fool me? You bitch. Even when you were with me before, you were with a random guy. Married to that phantom spouse now.
So what?
That broke husband of yours gets to sleep with you.
Some young man shares your bed.
I, as the Ford family's eldest son, can't?
When did I ever cheat?
Still won't admit it. If Patricia hadn't taken me there back then, I'd never have known how desperate you were. So young, already messing around with. In a cave, a stranger. You gave your first time to him, but not to me.
I was saving someone's life. I was so young, Julian Ford. What is wrong with you?
Did you need to hug him to save him? Caroline Grant, listen here.
Everything about you is mine. Even your heart. Every part belongs to me.
You dare touch my woman?
Brandon, all outside matters are handled.
Mr. Harold?
Who the hell are you to order Mr. Harold around?
She's my woman. If something like this happens again, I'll make sure you know exactly who you're dealing with.
Brandon Powell, that town's wealthiest? No way. Could Caroline Grant truly be Brandon Powell's romantic partner?
Was it Melinda Gray? Did her daughter harm Grandpa?
I saw it with my own eyes. Then someone took me away. I was locked up for over 10 years.
I won't let her get away with it.
But Melinda and her people destroyed all the evidence. Grandfather ended up in a coma. What do we do now?
I'm arranging Grandpa's treatment. When he wakes up, with your testimony, justice will surely be served.
Thank you for taking Auntie Lynn.
Call me if anything goes wrong. Remember? Why didn't you call?
I did call, but at that time, in bed with your lover. I don't want to keep losing sleep over him.
Mr. Powell, you and I have an agreement. I don't want to burden you.
We merely have a marital pact.
Do you truly believe that?
Heartless, I hurried back just to rescue you. You still act so defiant.
Don't be so good to me. I fear I'll never repay you and don't wish to owe. I owe you nothing.
Since when did just a word from her? Why mess with my mind like this? Fine then.
If you don't want to owe me, then say thank you.
Didn't I thank you already?
Are you acting clueless? Do you really not know how to thank a man? You lack possessions, but one trait stands out. That does catch my eye. So just...
No funny ideas!
Julian Ford was your ex-fiancé.
No matter what, you're my wife now, Mrs. Powell.
If you dare flirt with anyone else, I'll handle him first, then you. Is that clear enough?
Of course. Mr. Powell, I already thanked you just now. If you exploit me again, I'll strike you.
Alright, that's enough. Let's go home.
Brandon needs good food. Hurry up and give me a great-grandchild soon.
Your health is better. Still, control your emotions.
Okay.
I'll take a shower now.
Brandon,
Grandma.
I made you some chicken soup. Drink it quickly while it's warm.
Thank you. Did you add something extra, Grandma?
What else could I say? It's simply chicken soup. Go ahead and drink it up.
If you won't tell me, I'm not drinking it.
I'm already 80, you know. I just want to make chicken soup to boost your strength. I hope to have a healthy great-grandchild soon. I'm so old now. If I don't see my great-grandchild before I die, I'll never be at peace.
I'll drink it in a bit.
No way. Drink it now. I want to see you do it.
Is that good enough?
Wouldn't it have been simpler to drink it sooner? Silly kid, ha ha ha.
I'm done bathing.
What's up with you? Did you eat something weird?
Yeah, Grandma's chicken soup. She added those herbs again.
She really can't wait to have a grandchild.
Grandma's still outside. Just go along, alright?
Huh?
Grandma's here. Wake up! Grandma's been kind. I hate deceiving her.
Well, how about we make this fake thing real?
Brandon's in the shower.
If you need something, say it now.
Brandon Powell.
If you want a child, find another woman.
What do you imply?
Did you meet someone else during your last trip?
When did I ever find another woman?
That night I called you. A woman picked up, saying you were showering.
Mrs. Pava, are you jealous?
I am not.
You're practically swimming in jealousy right now. Who else told me if you weren't jealous? To go find another woman?
I told you, I'm not!
Alright, fine.
Where are you going?
Since you already turned me down, I'll just have to find someone else.
Brandon Powell, you heartless cad!
Director Hua, I need to talk to you. Meet at Orchid Court.
Are all the dishes ready? And the juice?
Why is Uncle Fu doing a deep clean?
Young Madame, the young master just gave instructions. An important guest is coming soon. Prepare for their arrival.
Show Miss Hua the same respect you would show me.
Yes. Good evening, Miss Hua.
And this is...
A new housemaid. Go bring some food for Miss Hua.
Fine, I'll get it.
You're staying over tonight?
Really?
Young master, Miss Hua, here's the fruit. Why are you being so loud?
Brandon, she startled me.
So rude. Aren't you going to apologize to Miss Hua?
I'm sorry, Miss Hua.
I'll escort Miss Hua upstairs. Uncle Fu, keep an eye on this maid. Have her come serve Miss Hua later. Let's go. Young Madame.
I'll go look after her. So you're the maid Brandon mentioned? I need a favor soon, please.
Miss Hua, what do you need?
Go out and buy me a box of condoms. I will need them tonight.
Is that your idea, or Brandon Powell's?
Does it matter whose idea it is? Buy them now if I say so.
I'm not going.
You're just a maid. How dare you speak to me that way?
Thinks she's superior due to her job.
Hey, what's going on?
Brandon, I asked her to buy me condoms, and she refused.
If Miss Hua asks, just go buy them. Why are you arguing? One box isn't enough. Get two.
Is this reveal now?
You're just a maid. Why argue back? If I tell you to go, you go. Brandon, you're too easy on her. She believes she can escape this.
Miss Hua is right. Why wait? Go get them.
Fine, I'll go now.
Brandon Powell made the first move on me. Now he's hooking up with someone else? No way. I have to get to the bottom of this later.
Did you buy the condoms? Don't delay my plans with Brandon. Gross. What did you just say? Where did this kid come from? You're just eager to sleep with the boss. So clueless. You know what?
You're the one eager for the boss's bed. Insane.
Brandon!
I got what you wanted. What size do you need?
Isn't it too late to ask me that now? What size do you think fits me?
Brandon Powell.
Do you really have feelings for me? You embrace. You kiss. You're pretending, yet cozying with her.
I'm not seeing anyone else. Miss Hua answered when my phone rang. I truly didn't know. There's nothing with Miss Hua.
What?
Caroline, I don't even like her. I like you. I, Brandon Powell, swear, I've never kissed anyone else before, except you.
Really?
Absolutely. If you don't believe me, I can go to the hospital and get proof that I'm still a virgin.
Liar! There's no way a hospital can prove that.
Caroline, I like you. I want you to be my real, official wife, okay?
Think carefully. I'm not easy to manage. If I ever catch you messing around with another woman, I'm not gonna hold back!
Did I mention it?
You're most charming when you're spirited and bold. Hello?
Brandon, someone's picking on me.
Could you come over now?
Brandon! The maid in your house! She hit me! Stand up for me, please!
Miss Hua, starting tomorrow, no need to come in. Leave Harbor City. I never want to see you again.
Brandon, what did I do wrong?
You shouldn't have answered my calls without asking. You shouldn't have erased my records.
Your biggest mistake. She tried to flirt with me right before my wife.
Mrs. Powell.
This maid!
Mrs. Powell, do you have anything more to add?
Say what? I like you too. Right now, the man I'm married to, Brandon Powell of Orchid Court, not him. Wealthiest man alive. I have no intention of betraying my ghost husband.
I don't mind. You're my spouse now.
Patricia, Thunder and Vetti. You're truly Dad's good girl, Julian noted. Once you two are engaged, he'll invest in Grant Medical, helping the family endure this.
This is simply a daughter's duty. I'm a granddaughter. Of course I care about the family. That's our Patricia, always so thoughtful.
Not like Caroline. She married some broke nobody. Since tomorrow's Patricia's engagement, why not let Caroline bring her husband along too?
Caroline's husband is practically on his deathbed. If he drops dead at the party, wouldn't that be a bad omen?
Dad, people outside are already saying, money and status matter most. Ever since sister got married, he's never shown his face. Even at the Ford house, I've endured so much attitude from it.
All right, let them come then.
I have to make a comeback at the engagement party. Make Caroline Grant jealous as hell. Tomorrow's my engagement party with Julian. Come and witness how it's done. After all, your husband never threw you a wedding this grand.
I'll definitely see it myself.
Need me to go with you?
No need. Something this small. No need for the world's richest man here.
Tomorrow seems set for a big event.
Sister, you're here. I honestly thought you wouldn't show up. I thought you wouldn't be here to witness the peak joy of my life.
Patricia, you're too kind. She was once Julian's fiancée. The one who cheated on him. Remember? So shameless. Thank goodness Julian dumped her. Chose you instead. A truly good girl. Only someone truly genuine deserves Julian.
Oh, don't say that. By the way, Caroline, where's your husband? Why isn't he here? Oh, I almost forgot. The man you married can't even get out of bed, right? Ha ha ha. Julian, Caroline's here. She came to witness our happiness.
Caroline Grant, where's your man? Did he get bored of you already?
You're right. He's a total loser. Honestly, I miss you more now. Julian, maybe you shouldn't. Propose to her now!
Caroline, what are you doing? Today's my engagement party with Julian. Don't spoil this!
Caroline, do you still care about me?
Julian, beware of her tricks. She's trying to charm you.
Julian, I was just joking. Don't take it seriously.
It was just a little joke. Patricia, why are you crying? Relax. I'm not. Some kind of trash collector. Feel free to take what's left behind. I'm done with it. Take what's left.
Sure, whatever. Time's up. Julian, didn't you mention romantic plans for Patricia? A proposal?
Caroline?
Today is Patricia and Julian's engagement party. This is a big deal for the Grant family. You'd better behave yourself, or else.
Or else what?
You'll send me back to the countryside again?
Dad, did you forget? Sold me to Orchid Court for a marriage.
Caroline!
Marry me. I promise I'll make you happy.
What's up?
This is a hospital report. Why did you always think I was unfaithful?
This report proves I'm innocent.
She's truly expecting Julian's baby.
Her hymen's intact.
No way. That's impossible. Patricia told me you were unfaithful. You're disgusting.
Your wretched soul seems beyond redemption.
Patricia, you said she hooked up with many guys. Say something to her.
I saw it with my own eyes. Patricia. I did. I saw it with my own eyes.
Stop making up stories, Patricia. Patricia Grant, you've been bad-mouthing me for years. Now again, we can take it to the police. No issue.
Patricia, say something. Caroline Grant's deceiving me, isn't she? Can be repaired in a hospital.
Julian, I really like you.
So you lied to me. Made me misunderstand her. Made me give her up, is that it? Caro. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have doubted you. I want to marry you. I love you.
Julian Ford, do you really love me? You seriously make me sick.
Caroline!
Julian, today's our engagement party. I'm giving myself to you. Don't abandon me.
Move aside now.
Patricia Grant! Let me tell you, in this lifetime,
I won't ever wed you.
Hey, beautiful. Did you have fun today?
Best time I've had in 20 years.
More excitement awaits you. Grant Medical has hit its lowest point in days. They'll be packing up and heading back to the countryside.
It's quite complex. Melinda Gray has a second daughter.
You mean Alice Grant?
With Grant family issues, she'll surely return soon. Melinda and Patricia united
are nothing compared to her. You, Caroline Grant, afraid of just one daughter.
Duncan, what do you say? The Ford family has now severed ties with us. What will become of Patricia?
Why ask me? Who should I question now? She's got no one to blame but herself. She was with someone before engagement. Grant Medical is about to collapse under me. All this, thanks to you and your daughter!
What did you just say? Since we got involved, I've done so much for you. I've given so much.
Don't think I don't know. How many guys you've been with since marrying me? You're just a cheap woman, Melinda, since marrying me. Your daughter acts like you, chasing after men. Leave the Grant's house now.
Duncan Grant! What the hell are you? You just want us both gone. Because we're no use to you anymore.
I don't have time for this. Leave the Grant house today, you two.
Dad. Alice, you're back. Talk some sense into Dad. He's trying to kick us out, Patricia. Sis, you have to help us get revenge.
I'll handle Caroline.
Patricia, I've had your belongings packed already. Spend a few days in the countryside. I'll return after dealing with Caroline. What? I refuse to go! Patricia, be good. I might have to abandon you.
Just go for now. Listen to your sister and go.
Dad, I heard about the Grant Medical Group's cash flow problem. I'll take care of it.
Alice, I know you're capable, but the Grant Group needs at least $1.2 billion. How will you secure such funds?
Dad, I have my ways. But I have one condition.
Get that money back, somehow. I'll accept whatever terms you set.
Let Mom stay.
All right, then. For my daughter's sake. Cheers.
Mom, hey, I went to see Grandpa. His condition has really improved. Did you get a new doctor for him? No. Then who else has visited him? Just Caroline Grant.
Is she still treating him? Alice, if he wakes up, will your dad know? We were the ones who influenced Caroline Grant.
I've changed the old man's meds. She can't heal him.
Madame Powell, did you enjoy yourself?
I did.
I even brought you a gift.
You got me a belt. Are you trying to keep me tied down? Wrong.
What I mean is, I'm the only one to unbuckle it.
If Madame Powell wishes, Powell won't risk defiance.
Hey, Brandon. Long time no see.
What's up?
Remember when I saved you 5 years ago? And you promised me 3 things?
I recall.
You've handled the first task already. I want to discuss the second. Grant Medical, Dad's firm, is nearing bankruptcy. We urgently need $1.2 billion in cash now.
I'll have my assistant handle it.
Alice Grant, heiress of Grant Medical, reported, Grandma.
Caroline, you're up. Come, have a seat.
Brandon Powell sealed the deal with Grant Medical today, investing $1.2 billion unconditionally.
It's just a business deal. It's nothing to worry about. Caroline, what's your plan for today?
Oh, I'm going to the hospital to see Grandpa.
Oh, all right then. Come back soon.
Brandon, investing $1.2 billion now in the Grant family, how will you tell your wife?
Alice Grant rescued me once.
That's a huge favor.
Grandma, hey.
What are you discussing, Grandma?
Grandma, I'm feeling a bit tired. I'm going to head back to sleep.
Go ahead.
Grandma, I'm going back too.
Why is everyone acting so odd today, young master, young madam?
That brat. He pissed off his wife. Let him deal with it.
Are you upset with me over the $1.2 billion?
No, the money's yours. It's not my cash. I didn't earn it. I can't dictate how you use it.
What if I said nothing occurred with Alice? I barely know her. We've only met a few times. Can you trust me?
Is Alice Grant really that hard to resist for you? I will have a laugh if you gave away $1.2 billion and didn't even get to sleep with her.
Caroline, you can be upset, throw a little fit. You can't just speak freely. I know whose bed I truly desire. Alice Grant saved me, so I owe her 3 promises. I first enroll her in a top global university. Second, I invest $1.2 billion into Grant Medical.
You'll never refuse any request from Alice Grant. I mean, she did save my life. I get it. If her third request is for marriage, then would you say yes?
I'm married to Mrs. Powell. How can I wed another?
How exactly did she help you out?
That's a long story.
I won't listen if you won't talk.
Hey. Here's my salary card with $10 billion.
You gave Alice Grant $1.2 billion and me 10? Are you always this kind to women?
Hey, this is my salary card. If you don't want it, I'll hand it to someone else.
I must hold on to my husband's salary card. Your money is now only for Grandma and me to use. Don't even think of giving money to other women.
All right.
Hello, Miss Grant. Here's our exclusive new edition. Only VIP lounge clients can buy it. Take a look.
Hey, Caroline. What's happening between your husband and Alice? Is it truly as people claim online? Is he pursuing Alice Grant?
That's not true. My husband said Alice Grant saved him once before, so he promised her. He'll grant her 3 favors.
Alice Grant, that woman a savior? Really?
Alice Grant.
Caroline, it's been ages.
Alice Grant, it's been ages. I'm purchasing this dress.
Let go, please.
Why should I? Clearly, I was the first one to get this dress.
Caroline Grant, are you... Know how much this dress costs? Costs $200 grand. Where did you get the money to buy it? Are you thinking of using it? Your broke husband's last savings?
Be careful with your words, or I'll hit you!
Yayling, you're no longer with the Gu family. They already kicked you out. You're just a stray now. Stay out of it. Caroline, it's just a nightgown. If you like it, I'll let you have it. But honestly, you and your husband likely can't afford this. I'll buy it for you. My dad just gave me $5 million for spending.
That's quite generous to you.
Of course. Duncan! Always liked Alice the most. We'll buy all items here, except the one she touched. Really? Of course it's real. We're not like some people who pretend to be rich. Alice just landed. Alice secured $1 to be from Brandon,
CEO of Powell Group.
Hold on. Miss, I'll buy the whole store.
Caroline, are you crazy with jealousy? Do you even know what you're saying? If you want to show off, at least do it right. Don't embarrass yourself.
Sorry, but you won't get to laugh at me today. There's $3 billion on this card. Isn't this enough to purchase the shop, right? I'll fetch the manager immediately.
Caroline Grant, what's happening with Brandon Powell? How'd you get his card?
For a man, handing his card to a lady. Take a guess. What do you think we are?
Caroline, since you're already married, step up and act like a true wife. Know your place and don't do anything you'll regret.
You're a little late with that advice. Maybe if you spoke sooner, your mom might have listened. You knew Dad was already married. She shouldn't have pursued him. You.
Miss Grant has Mr. Powell's card. Manager, and wants to buy our store.
Miss, from now on, this store is yours.
Good. Kick off task. Remove this homewrecker who insulted my friend. And from now on, homewreckers and dogs are banned from this store.
Yes, of course. Ladies, should I escort you out? Should I escort you or not?
Caroline Grant, don't assume beauty grants power. Mr. Powell is under your sway. You have no idea what's really between us. I expelled you from the Grant family 5 years back. In 5 years, you'll see. A stray dog all over again.
Just wait and see.
Why is his pulse weak?
Clues were swapped. Melinda Gray and her team did it.
Caroline, do you know Brandon Powell? What's your exact link to him?
Did Alice mention it?
Yeah. Are you already seeing Mr. Powell?
Dad, not you too. Did Alice Grant mention that to you? Is she also with Brandon?
You're not like her. Alice is still single. You're already married.
Divorce happens often. Alice and I are both your daughters. Whoever weds him, you'll still be his father-in-law. Does it matter?
Of course it makes a difference. What man would wed a divorced woman? Compared to you, Alice is the one who can truly join the Powell family. Cut ties with Brandon Powell soon. Avoid thoughts that aren't right.
Why shun Alice Grant? Why pursue a married woman like me? If you're not stupid, place your bets wisely.
Dad, I know Caroline has always misunderstood me. She tries to take everything I like from me. No need to worry about Brandon. I know what I'm doing. I'll face Caroline fairly.
Do your best.
I'm leaving now, Dad.
Go ahead.
Dad, I'm heading out.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Hi, Mr. Grant. I'm Dr. X from Capital Research. I once got a big favor from Mr. Grant Sr. Just heard about his condition. We're in Harbor City. We'd like to consult him.
That's wonderful.
Mr. Grant, could you arrange his transfer to Harbor City Research? Please keep this secret. Don't share it.
Certainly.
Duncan!
What's got you so worked up?
Where's Dad?
Dad was taken by someone crucial. They claim they've created a treatment to save lives.
Investigate the Grant family's location.
Who is it?
Brandon, it's me, Alice Grant.
Why is she here? How should I know?
What's going on?
I'm not ready for the Grants to learn we're wed. I'm curious about their next move. Let her in quickly.
Whatever you say.
Come on in.
Mr. Powell.
Please sit down. What brings you here, Miss Grant?
Mr. Powell, I made you a cup of coffee.
I'm not a fan of coffee. Appreciate your help, Miss Grant.
Mr. Powell, you greatly aided the Grant family. I should come thank you in person.
When you rescued me, Miss Grant, I promised you 3 favors. Now that you're asking for one, of course I'll agree.
Mr. Powell, I need to discuss something with you. Caroline's always been a hit with guys since youth. Even while engaged to Julian Ford, she was messing around with other men. She didn't study at all, even in the countryside. The only reason she's with you is because she's after your money and status. She doesn't actually like you, Mr. Powell. Honestly, from the first moment I met you, I've liked you. I know there's a gap between us. I've put in my best effort. I've improved myself to be deserving of you. And I've always kept myself pure.
never dated any other men.
I hope you can give me a chance, Mr. Powell.
Say yes to her. Let me think about it.
Okay, I'll be waiting for your reply. Oh, by the way, Caroline and I celebrate our birthdays soon. Mom and Dad are throwing us a birthday party. Join us for the birthday celebration.
All right.
I won't bother you at work anymore. I'll head out now.
Why should I agree with her? It's clearly for revenge.
Are you planning to aid your savior in pursuing me?
How could I? I promised her 3 favors. She's just a stranger to me now.
Mr. Powell, remember, you're my man. Stick with me, please.
If I don't support my wife, who will?
What time is it now?
Exactly. Alice, how's everything with Mr. Powell? Brandon's coming to my birthday party soon. He said he'd consider me.
That's awesome. Alice, you're truly Dad's pride. Mr. Powell is hosting your party. Dad will surely shine out there. Alice, Dad's proud of you. Grant family's future ahead is counting on you.
Dad, for this party, I must invite more people. We can't let Brandon look down on our family. Also, we have to invite Caroline and her husband to attend too. That'll surely spice things up.
If you can wed Mr. Powell, Dad will back you always.
Madam? The Grant family sent an invitation. They'd like you and the young master to join a banquet. Thoughts?
Tell them we'll be there on time.
All right. Alice Grant, Melinda Gray. You'll both get what you deserve.
Mr. Grant!
Hey! Here's a birthday gift for Miss Ellis. Mr. Powell will attend Miss Ellis's birthday. Your daughter is truly amazing.
Ha ha ha. Miss Zhang, you flatter us. My daughter is fortunate to catch Mr. Powell's eye. Ha ha ha.
It seems Mr. Powell and Miss Alice are getting closer. Don't forget to invite me, Mr. Powell, when it's time.
Come on, everyone. Let's find our seats now.
Duncan, are you happy with today's arrangements? If you are, maybe we can just let the past go.
Yes, I'm satisfied. You did well this time. Your biggest achievement was giving me Alice. Let's wipe the slate clean and live well from now on.
Mr. Powell came to celebrate my birthday today. You're not mad, are you? If I said I wasn't mad, would you believe me? Caroline, if you're upset, just shout at me, okay? Keeping it bottled up. It's not healthy.
Caroline, where's your husband? Why didn't he come? Oh, I almost forgot. You married a sick husband. Can't he even get out of bed now?
Who said my husband is dying?
Why isn't he here yet? Is he ashamed of the gift he chose to bring? Such a disgraceful family. So pathetic.
He's here.
Mr. Powell, you made it to the party.
It's my wife's party. Of course I'm attending.
So you and Alice are official now? Brandon, you're here. I've waited ages for you.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Powell.
Mrs. Powell. Mr. Powell, are you kidding? Caroline Grant is now wed. Oh, I nearly forgot. Meet my spouse, Brandon Powell.
Owner of Orchid Court, or as you say, the ill...
Impossible, Caroline Grant. Why do you take my things? You know well, I truly adore Brandon Powell. My whole goal is to marry him. And you? How did you become Mrs. Powell?
Alice, I never took anything from you. You and Melinda Gray gave it to me. I married into the Powell family for you. You chose to give up being Mrs. Powell.
If I was meant to be the one to marry him, then Brandon should have married me. I should be Mrs. Powell, not just his wife.
Mr. Powell, you should have married Alice initially. Why not divorce her now?
Madam Grant, are you and your daughter eager for social status? Have you gone insane?
Caroline Gray is my only wife.
It was all my fault before. I was blinded by Melinda Gray. You have to believe that your dad loves you.
Mr. Grant, you've given all your love. To those 3, your wife and her girls. How could there be any left for me? Since you cast me out of the Grant family, I realized our father-daughter bond is gone.
I don't deserve your care.
Caroline,
I'm sure there's a misunderstanding here.
shall we go now?
Alice!
This is a birthday gift from Grandma to you.
Grandma, this gift is too pricey. I can't take it.
You're my granddaughter-in-law. What's the Powell's is yours. What's yours will always be yours. Take it. I'll leave you two to your alone time. And while you're at it, consider adding having a great-grandchild to your plans.
Grandma, I came to see you.
Oh, Jackson, what brings you back to Harbor City? Come on, have a seat.
My mom thinks it's time I marry, so she sent me here. I came to find the fiancé promised to me.
Hasn't she been missing for quite some time?
But Mom never gave up, right? She searched for years. Tracked down a loyal servant of hers in Harbor City. She sent me to look.
Well, that's good too. At least you won't run into Brandon.
Big brother, even though the news got suppressed, word still reached Dad. Dad is really pissed. You marrying Solo. So you and your mom must be thrilled.
Hoping I'll step down soon so you can lead the Powells.
Big brother, I've never wanted to compete with you for anything.
You talk big, but don't act. You should reflect. Your actions pushed your sister, and you spied on him.
Dad has already dealt with Mom. Stop being so aggressive.
All right, enough. Both of you, stop fighting.
Get out. You're not welcome here.
Brandon, I'm the one who saved you in that cave. This is the pendant you gave me.
You saved me. I owe you 3 promises.
Brandon Powell, I'm not giving up on you.
Miss Grant, please don't enter.
I'm sorry, Mr. Powell. I couldn't stop her.
Mr. Powell, why did you ditch me? I'm really hurt.
Miss Grant, you have 3 seconds to speak.
I like you. I've liked you for so many years. Why wed Caroline Grant?
1 second remains.
I've chosen the 3rd task. Divorce Caroline Grant now. Marry me. You agreed to 3 tasks.
Divorcing her isn't marrying you. Which one should I choose? I refuse to agree to any of it.
Mr. Powell, did you forget 5 years back? Who rescued you in the icy weather?
You'd be gone if not for me.
I remember. That's why you're safe now. So talking to me, you'd better come up with one last condition that I might actually accept.
Miss Grant, please follow me out.
Hello?
Miss Grant, your grandfather is awake.
Okay, I'm on my way. Grandpa, you finally woke up.
You've grown up.
Grandpa, do you remember who pushed you?
It was Melinda Gray and her daughter. Where's your dad? I want Duncan. To divorce that wicked woman. Evict them from Grant's home.
Grandpa, Dad is already service, completely under their spell. Without proof, he won't believe us.
What a disaster.
Grandpa, I have an idea, but I'll need your help.
As long as we can get those awful women away from Duncan, I'll do whatever you say.
Where should I? Alice! Mom! I'm supposed to be the lady of the house! But that bitch Caroline Grant stole my place! I'm taking it back! I'm the rightful lady of the house!
Why did you hit Alice?
Are you guys out of your minds? Caroline is Mrs. Powell now. If you can't befriend her, fine. But why provoke her? I'm warning you. Don't you dare cross her again! Dad's awake.
Dad, Grandpa's awake.
He just woke up. The doctor said he still hasn't spoken yet. As long as he's awake, he'll improve gradually. I'm heading over now. You all stay home. Reflect on your actions.
Alice, what do we do now?
You should have dealt with him earlier to avoid issues.
I thought Caroline Grant didn't have any proof, right? We left the old guy alive. Who expected him to wake up?
Grandfather is still half asleep. We can still begin anew. I've contacted an underground drug supplier. Tonight, you sneak in and give the old man a shot. There's no way he'll make it to tomorrow.
Alice, you want me to do it?
Mom, it has to be you. Only if you do it, no one will suspect the truth. You'll remain Mrs. Grant. We might even get a fresh start. Fine. I'll do it.
Old man, don't blame me for being harsh. If you don't care for yourself, you're doomed.
Melinda Gray!
You vicious woman!
Melinda Gray, did you think you could harm Grandpa?
Melinda Gray, you're accused of risking a life. Come with us.
It's you again, always setting me up. No, officer, I'm innocent. I've been framed.
Melinda Gray, every step you took in that room, caught on our security footage.
Melinda Gray, you really are a venomous woman. Did I ever wrong you? And yet you still
Tried to poison my dad? Disgusting. Duncan Grant. Did you really treat me kindly? How did you truly treat me well? When we got together, you promised you'd divorce Colleen. But you waited until she was dead. You did this to yourself. And this old man knew Patricia was the real grandchild, but he still treated that bastard so much better. He deserved it. He always deserved it.
take this wicked woman away!
I'm being framed.
What did Melinda Gray imply, Grandpa? Am I not Dad's real child?
Actually, I'm your mom's housekeeper. To protect your mom's identity, I had your mom enter into a fake marriage with my son. Actually, you're not Duncan's daughter at all.
Who is my true dad?
All I know is your mom once said she had a really close friend named... I can't recall the name now. Her friend's child was about 7 or 8. Miss, she said if she didn't have a child soon, it'd be too late. Later, she got pregnant. And they even arranged a betrothal for you. Actually, your mom never died. She just disappeared.
What? My mom isn't dead? Then where is she? I want to go find her.
Miss said, when the time is right, she'll return for you. She won't leave you.
I'll wait for her to come.
Caroline, you're the Grant family's eldest daughter. The whole Grant family must obey you. You haven't achieved much. From this point, just stay out of Grant Medical's affairs.
Yes, Dad.
I'm not your real daughter. Why hide it from me?
Father forbade it. How could I dare tell you?
Honestly, I never understood why you didn't love me. Turns out I'm not even a real Grant. I've been probing the truth since my return to Harbor City. It wasn't just Melinda Gray who hurt Grandpa. Alice was in too.
This.
Grandpa said you have to do as I say. You're not thinking. Are you defying Grandpa's orders?
Why isn't she back yet?
Dad, Caroline Grant, what are you doing here?
Mom's been taken in. Caroline was there today, too. She was really scared. So I brought her home.
Dad, is this some kind of misunderstanding? Someone's framing my mom.
Could there be a mix-up? That woman tried to poison my dad. She was caught red-handed by the police. She's been detained.
Dad, since Grandpa's still alive, can you help get Mom released? She's my mom, no matter what happens. A mother who's a killer. How do I move forward?
Get her out? That's not gonna happen. But the police did say, if she confesses, if she reveals the poison source, they might be lenient.
The police are calling.
Alright, we're at home right now. You can come pick her up. Dad, Melinda Gray confessed. Alice Grant bought poison at the market. Alice Grant instructed her to use it. Alice Grant also pushed Grandpa, police said. Melinda Gray's sentence cut by 10 years for surrender. They're already outside.
Dad, please, help me! I didn't do it! I just helped Mom contact the seller! She's lying!
So it really was you!
Why are you laughing?
Miss Grant, can you open the door? We need to take Alice Grant with us.
Officer, they simply want your help in the case.
You tricked me. Dad, please, help me! I'm your beloved daughter!
I just needed Grandpa quiet.
I really didn't expect. You and Melinda Gray would kill without hesitation.
Good thing Caroline warned me. Otherwise...
I wouldn't even know how I died.
Who's Alice Grant?
Officer, please take her away.
Caroline Grant, you win this time. You can head now.
I just wanted the truth revealed and Grandpa to recover. This is all your own doing. Isn't this the pendant my brother gave? She was the one who took it.
Caroline, the Grant Medical Group is about to shut down. What's your next move?
Grant Medical was established by Mom and Grandma. I won't let Grant Medical fail. I'll go to the office tomorrow. Gather all shareholders for a meeting.
All right.
Brandon, your condition is under control now.
Caroline, since my mom's death, I believed I'd never have hope for love again. But meeting you made me realize I can still fall for someone like this.
You sure know how to sweet talk. Are your words dipped in honey?
Why not taste it yourself to see how sweet?
Okay, I'll be there in a minute.
Help me. I'll aid him. What hope? Be serious.
This lady just fainted. It's a sudden heart attack.
Helps to keep her heart steady.
Medical team's here. Make way. Please move aside. Come on, let's go. Give us a hand. Here. 1, 2, lift. Hey. All right.
Your medical skills are impressive. I'm Jackson Powell.
You too. Nice to meet you. I'm out of time. Hope we meet again soon.
Oh, my dear President Grant. This company's failing, yet you keep calling meetings. What's the purpose of this meeting? Are you joking? Everyone, let's just wait a bit. Let's hold on just a bit more. You mentioned that twice before. Let's wait and see. Mr. Wang pulled his investment. The Freud family withdrew, leaving Grant Medical empty. It's just an empty shell. Duncan, the money we invested didn't just fall from the sky. You know.
Yeah, Duncan. We've got our own problems, too. Oh, right. Your daughter, Caroline Grant. Isn't she married to Brandon Powell, the town's richest? Why not seek help from her? As long as the Powell Group makes an investment, we won't face bankruptcy.
Exactly, Duncan Grant. If your family doesn't explain, we'll expel you from Harbor City.
I dare anyone to expel the Grants.
Isn't that Caroline Grant? I cradled you as a child. You've come far. Now you're married to the town's wealthiest man. Grant Medical remains your family business, right? You should lend us a hand, don't you agree? Caroline, Mr. Zhang and others made valid points, I believe. Mr. Powell's support will aid Grant Medical. The Grant family endures.
Grandpa handed Grant Medical to me not so it could become Stay, a side gig of others.
Then what are you doing here? Grant Medical only made it this far because you keep causing disruptions repeatedly.
From now on, I'm the new chairwoman.
Look at this. The Grant family has really gone downhill. They actually let some girl become the chairwoman. Duncan Grant? Since he won't play fair, don't blame us for being ruthless. I propose we declare bankruptcy and dissolve the firm.
Yeah, if we liquidate early, we might still save a few.
Can I secure an exclusive deal with Empire Research?
Caroline, are you serious?
Of course. Empire Research Institute plans a new Harbor City hospital. If we land their exclusive partnership, we'll be the sole distributor of their drugs.
If we really get that exclusive deal, reviving the Grant family is possible. We will become the #1 company in Harbor City. Just the annual profit would be at least $2 billion. Who doesn't know how to talk big? You're just a little guy. How do you expect to secure a deal with Empire Research Group?
If I dare to say it, I can do it. No need to rush, Mr. Lin. Or what?
Do you want the Grant Group to fail?
Why would I ever wish for such a thing?
Since Miss Grant is so confident, we're not in any hurry either. If you can turn the Grant Group around, all of us old-timers will stick with you.
Thanks, Uncle Zhang.
Your mom was just like that back then, driven and ambitious. I believe with a mother like yours, you definitely won't let us down.
I won't, I promise.
Your Majesty, the villains have all been handled.
It's time to bring my daughter home.
Excuse me, who are you looking for?
I'm here for my fiancé.
Grandma, you're here again.
That's not for you. It's for Caroline.
Grandma, just set it down.
You spent so long making this.
Why not taste it?
Thank you, Grandma.
Rest well tonight, okay? You all have a good night.
Grandma likely added lots of medicine. Let me help.
Grandma didn't add anything this time. You're overthinking.
No way. Does she usually add things?
Hello, Aunt Lynn.
Miss, someone wants to meet you tomorrow.
Who?
The son of your mom's old friend. He has your mother's keepsake.
All right.
Are you meeting another guy?
He's my mom's friend's son. I need to ask about her.
You can't go.
Mr. Powell, don't be jealous without a reason. I'll avoid other guys, I swear.
Even though my family and Aunt Colleen's family have had an agreement, I've already met someone I really like. When the lady arrives, I'll apologize to her sincerely.
Young master, I'm just Miss Grant's servant. I can't make decisions for her. Let's wait until she gets here. Explain it to her personally.
Miss.
It's you.
It's you.
You two know each other?
We just happened to bump into each other. Miss Grant is my fiancée.
What fiancé?
Young miss. When your mom roamed the capital city, she befriended the Liu family's daughter. They became close friends. Later, the families arranged an engagement between you two. This jade pendant is the token of that engagement.
Miss Grant, I'm here to uphold our family's agreement.
Mr. Powell, I'm already married.
Your fiancé is me. How can you be married now?
I'm hers.
Brother?
You two are brothers?
He's just making things up. I hardly know him. Don't twist it.
How did you know I was here?
I'm a genius, quite clearly.
Did you send your guards to tail me again?
Let's discuss this at home.
Miss, I hope you'll reconsider.
Jackson Powell, your mom took my mom's guy. Wanna take my girl?
You're the one who stole my fiancé. I don't care about other things, but I'm not letting this go.
You really think you can compete with me?
Mr. Powell, I'm really sorry. My mom's planned match. I just can't go through with it. I'm already married. I truly adore my spouse.
Oh, Caroline, my head hurts so much. Let's head back, okay?
Sorry, Mr. Powell. We're heading home now. You're obviously fine. Keep pretending and you'll kneel on durians.
Let's go.
Mom, I've already found Colleen's daughter, but she's already married Brandon.
Brandon Powell can't possibly marry Colleen's daughter. You have to marry her. Why? I'm doing this for your own good.
I'm going to Harbor City now.
All right, don't be mad.
Caroline, do you ever regret marrying me? I'm aware of my temper. Many fear me.
My husband's mood can vary. Sometimes he gets annoyed, and I must lift his spirits. But he's gentle and kind. Perfect and strong. I never once considered leaving him. I want to spend every day of my life with him. Brandon Powell. As long as you stay, I'll never leave.
Hello, Miss Grant. I'm Jackson's mother. You look a lot like your mom.
Mrs. Powell asked me for tea. I wonder if we're here to reminisce. Speak your mind freely. Is she about to offer me money now? I'll withdraw from the engagement. Madam Powell, my engagement with your son.
I'll be direct with you now. I don't know what's going on between you and Brendan, and honestly, I don't care. Write down whatever amount you want. Leave him and marry my son.
What game is this?
Mrs. Powell, are you sure you don't have it backward?
I didn't mix it up. Caroline, you know, Brandon is the wealthiest globally. There are countless women after his success and wealth. In Capital City, Amanda Wright, heiress to the Wright legacy, is the only daughter-in-law my husband ever approved of. You're merely the Grant family's daughter from Harbor City. He would never agree to let you be with Brandon.
Mr. Powell won't let me be with Brandon. So why would he ever approve of me being with your son?
I'm a woman of my word. I made a promise to your mother. I intend to honor it. Jackson isn't required to take over Powell Group. Choosing a wife for him is crucial. We don't really care about family background.
Something about this just feels off. Thank you for valuing me, Mrs. Powell. But I'm not leaving Brandon.
My husband and Miss Wright came to Harbor City recently, and I'm sure you know exactly why they're here, Miss Grant. You should really think about it.
No need. My answer's not going to change. Can I ask you, Mrs. Powell? You were an old friend of my mom's. Do you know where she is?
After your mom left the city, she just disappeared. I only recently found out. She spent some time in Harbor City and gave birth to you.
Sorry, Madam Powell. I'll be heading out now.
Mom.
Caroline Grant will definitely marry you.
Brandon?
Why are you here now?
It's been 2 years since we last met. You've just grown ruder.
Driven by a cruel father, I'm amazed I can still speak politely.
Brandon, is that how you speak to your dad? He's concerned about you, so he came to this town.
Stop acting all sweet and innocent here.
You, how can you talk to your fiancé like that?
The only woman I'll ever marry is Caroline Grant.
I don't even know Amanda.
Uncle, look at him.
Brandon, Amanda is the daughter-in-law I chose. She's young, beautiful, and capable. She joined the Empire Research Institute so young. Besides, our two families are a perfect match. You should just divorce Caroline and marry Amanda.
If you think she's so great, why not leave your wife and marry her? You've done that before, remember? I'll leave you to your little wife now.
You!
Uncle, please don't be upset with him. Caroline Grant must have enchanted him. Brandon's always had very lofty ideals. Caroline Grant must be quite unique. She must have him utterly spellbound. Let's stay and observe a bit.
Maybe it's for the best.
Caroline, this is my dad.
Dad!
Hey, Miss Grant. I had no idea about your... I wasn't told you married Brandon. I honestly can't accept you call me Dad.
Son, what are you even saying?
Oh my god, Mom. It's Amanda who's engaged to Brandon. This Miss Grant just suddenly becomes his wife.
What's happening?
Enough. Do you think we're in an era of arranged marriages? We now marry for love. Personally, I agree.
Caroline's my granddaughter-in-law. Caroline, come sit down.
Brandon, I've made this herbal tea for your health. It's good for your condition. This Amanda Wright. Flirting with my husband right here. She's got some nerve. Honey, is she the new maid?
Maybe. Miss Grant. Is this the Grant way to raise daughters? Amanda is a valued guest here. Why did you disgrace her?
Being silent doesn't mean I'm powerless. Is she truly a guest? Then why is she serving tea? Even in my family, we'd never treat a guest so.
Amanda, from now on, let the staff manage the tea. You don't have to.
Yes, Uncle Powell. Caroline Grant, just you wait.
Amanda, I heard you secured a unique deal with the Empire Research. You're no doubt Mr. Ye's granddaughter. So young and already so accomplished.
Mrs. Gray, you flatter me.
Amanda, you're the impassive one.
Why are you smiling? Some people lie effortlessly. The Empire Research Institute wouldn't make an exclusive agreement. I'm the right family heiress. Why lie? The deputy director, Mr. Ye, is my grandfather. Forging a deal with the Institute is effortless for me. But as far as I go, the Institute hasn't chosen a partner yet. Well, I have my own connections. Miss Grant, you're in the city. You might not know the capital's events.
Caroline, you just got back from the countryside. You can't match Miss Wright, the top socialite in Capital City.
This Mrs. Powell is really something. Does she really disdain me? Why does she still want me to marry her son?
Director Chiu from the Empire Research Institute will be attending the... Only the well-respected families in Harbor City will be invited. Miss Grant, given your family ties, I doubt they'd invite you there. I'm fine. No need to fret. Looking forward to seeing you at the gala tomorrow. Miss Grant.
No need to assist with the invite, truly.
Seriously, it's fine.
Looks like I won't need to intervene after all. Be the hero and rescue her.
I'm pretty sure I just saved the hero myself. Otherwise, Amanda Wright would have got you.
Well, you better keep an eye on me.
Let me mark you up.
Do you need to see me?
You must end things with Caroline.
It's none of your business.
I care for you! Who else will? You can only solidify your position. Marry Amanda to lead Powell family.
You caused my mom's death to stay head of the family.
I'm not going to be like you and marry her.
Miss Wright secured a unique deal. Part of the Empire Institute at her age. She's the Wright family's star. Father and daughter are alike, right?
You're too kind, Mr. Zhang. By the way, has Grant Medical arrived yet?
Is it the Grant family? They lack the status for such events. I verified the guest list. Grant Medical isn't even on there.
Looks like Caroline Grant was just bragging. No business credentials at all.
Exactly.
Caroline Grant, why are you here uninvited? You weren't even asked to attend. So you got Jackson to help you out. Jackson works at the Institute. You asked him, right? You received an invite. It's truly no big deal.
I didn't do it.
I was invited by the hosts, Miss Amanda. You can't decide who attends. It's not your event. Caroline Grant, you really love to brag. Don't you? Everyone here
Is either a major player in healthcare or a top medical expert. Which one are you? Exactly? Oh, or maybe you're just here to charm CEOs. Here's a little help for your firm. I don't need to flatter anyone. Our company already secured the biggest partner. Do you hear yourself? Want to know what you're saying? Your failing firm from Harbor City struck a unique deal with the nation's leading research institute. That's hilarious. Prepare to laugh a lot tonight. Good evening, Mr. Chu. I'm Amanda Wright, Mr. Ye's granddaughter. My grandfather likely discussed the partnership with you.
Mr. Ye did say something about it.
The Powells seem quite impressed by her. They want her as their heir.
Well, congratulations, Miss Amanda. Who claimed the Institute's alliance? With Miss Amanda?
Did my grandfather resolve this earlier? Director Chu, didn't Grandpa discuss this with you?
Mr. Ye did mention it. But as the director, I have the right to choose the most capable partner.
Director Chu, our family ranks second in influence. My grandfather is the Institute's deputy director. I don't see who, besides my family, could possibly be more qualified to collaborate with the Institute.
It's Grant Medical. Miss Grant, the Institute has high hopes for Grant Medical. We hope our collaboration will be a great success.
Eager to collaborate.
How can that be, Director Chu? Surely there's an error. She's just some nobody. Why would she qualify for this role?
Miss Wright, who the Institute chooses to work with is up to us. It's not your role to ask this.
The Chu family's political legacy is strong. If I upset him, Dad will be really mad.
Congratulations, Caroline.
Thank you.
Congrats.
President Grant. Some assume their lineage. Guess that backfired, huh?
It's all Caroline Grant's fault, you know. I won't let you off the hook, Caroline Grant.
Your auntie made you your favorite dishes.
I was wondering how a nobody from Harbor City could land the research. Turns out she just slept with the director.
Caroline, who are those people following us?
Let them join if they want. There's no need to worry.
What mischief are you planning now, you troublemaker? Someone's bound to have a rough day, thanks to you.
Professor, I swear I didn't start anything. They came here just to stir up trouble.
Anyway, let's get going.
You've made quite a mess. Miss Grant, as the Powell family's daughter-in-law, you actually sold yourself for money? How can you be fit to marry Brendan? Is a single photo enough to accuse me of being unfaithful?
A woman knowingly pursuing a married man, clings to him and throws herself at him, is worthy of being Brandon's wife.
Caroline, Miss Amanda, brave enough to pursue romance because of her admiration for Brandon. How could you put her down for that?
Miss Amanda was always my choice for daughter-in-law. Our families arranged this marriage long before you knew. You've held on to the Mrs. Powell title and won't release it. What are you getting at?
Is that true?
You're my only wife. Don't heed their lies.
You're the best, honey. Amanda Wright, you better know your place. Stop eyeing someone else's husband. Brandon.
I didn't invent the story about Miss Grant. She betrayed you first.
Out of everyone here, I'd rather hear my wife's answer.
Brandon trusts you fully, so your word is law.
No matter how I explain, it's always wrong. So, Miss Wright, what should I do to fix it?
Since Miss Grant is so confident, would you dare sign a contract with Director 2 publicly?
Fine. Caroline Grant, just wait.
I'll make sure you're ruined for good.
Is this the hot scoop news?
Here's some news you'll want.
Deal done with you.
Before we sign the contract.
Caroline Grant, it's a significant day for you and the Institute. I've planned a unique treat for you. I've got a surprise for you as well. What luck.
Let's see how long you can maintain that spirit.
Shall we get started? Director Chu, Miss Grant, I've been informed that Miss Grant's success is due to her own efforts. True? That's nonsense. But I have proof. This is from yesterday. Miss Grant and Director Chu in hotel photo.
This is slander. It's nothing but slander.
How do you two explain what occurred?
Caroline Grant did something unbelievable. Oh my god.
Are you saying she cheated? No way. Really?
Her husband is Brandon Powell, the richest man in town.
Why would she risk it by cheating?
Why not? Who's ever turned down more money? You've got a point.
Why hasn't Mr. Powell ever helped the Grant family business?
Mrs. Chu, you're here.
Where is Caroline Grant? I'm here to meet her.
She's arriving now. The confrontation between the wife and mistress is imminent. She's on stage.
Hey, who are you? Meet Mrs. Chu, you know.
What will you do, Caroline? The wife just showed up.
Miss Grant, I warned you before, you know. Avoid life's shortcuts. Hey, Brandon, don't blame her. Miss Grant might not have had an option. Amanda, did you leave your brain at home today? Brandon, look at Miss Grant. I tried giving advice, but she claimed I'm...
Who left my brain at home?
Brandon.
Meet Miss Grant.
This is the person involved with Dean Kui inappropriately.
Amanda, watch your mouth and show some respect. Caroline is the last apprentice of Dean Cho and I.
What do you mean, apprentice? Ma'am, yesterday Professor invited me over. You treated me to a feast. Your cooking keeps getting better. I might never want to leave your home.
Feel free to visit any time. I worried you might not want to. My husband said you got to Harbor City yesterday, so I hurried right over.
Caroline, you're Professor Chu's apprentice?
Actually, I plan to announce this post-contract signing.
But since things turned out this way, let me introduce her ahead of time. Caroline Grant is my final apprentice. She's also a fellow of the Institute and the future director of the Institute.
No way. Could she be? Isn't that genius Dr. X just a mere country girl?
Miss Wright, are you saying we're lying?
And no, I didn't mean that.
Caroline, who knew you were the famous X all along? I'm impressed you helped, Dad.
So Caroline Grant is actually X. No wonder she landed, partnering with the Institute. Many are eager to collaborate with X.
Exactly. The patents X holds are valued over 100 million. How many more patents might they create together? The future looks bright.
Madam Powell, is there anything you've omitted?
Take a wild guess.
Mom, did you know? Is Caroline the future director? Is that why you want me to marry her?
The Institute's head is irrelevant. If you could marry Caroline Grant.
Mom, what else are you hiding?
Jackson, Mom is just looking out for you. I know you like Caroline Grant. And I won't judge her for being divorced.
Director Chu.
Are we proceeding with the contract then? Ha ha ha.
Caroline Grant, even if you are X. So what? Think you can really challenge me?
Didn't expect that you're the one who got dual PhDs in medicine at just 15. At such a young age, already so accomplished. Set to revolutionize healthcare.
You praise me too much.
I'm getting old.
I'll stay out of you young folks' business. You've decided then. We'll call off your engagement to Amanda.
Thank you, Uncle.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, right. Grandma Powell is eager for grandchildren now. So you two better get a move on.
Ha ha ha! I've never seen him yield before.
Well, you're his son after all.
I'll never forgive him.
Miss Wright, do you want to get rid of Caroline Grant and marry Brandon Powell? I can help you.
If I marry Brandon, with the right family's backing, his Powell standing is secure. It will be safer, but not necessarily in your favor.
Brandon Powell, leading the Powell clan, is already a done deal. Jackson and I have to earn a place under him. So of course we need someone powerful to back.
What's your plan?
Caroline Grant, Mrs. Powell sent an invite over. Is she trying to resolve the issue between you and Amanda?
Mrs. Powell truly behaves in enigmatic ways.
I'll let her know I'll go.
All right, I'll head out now. Caroline, you're here.
Avoid using such a warm tone. You're not close. Caroline is your sister-in-law, Jackson Powell. Stop it.
I'm just saying hi. Caroline, just ask if you need anything.
Thanks, but Brandon will help me out.
Hey. Caroline Grant, if I'd found you sooner, could it have been different?
Jackson, Mom's determined to make sure. You end up with her.
Let it go, Mom. I do like Caroline. I just want her happiness more.
I'm just looking out for you. Caroline Grant has to marry you.
Mom.
All right, leave everything to me.
Mr. Powell, the Powell family head, wants to meet you.
I'll take a look.
Caroline Grant, you sure have some guts. You really dared to come.
Why wouldn't I?
Listen up. Brandon is my fiancé. Stay away from him, or you won't even know what hit you.
Oh, wow. I'm so scared.
Caroline Grant, how dare you pursue another's fiancé?
Miss Wright. Brandon Powell and I are wed legally. Is it wrong to flirt with my own husband? But you? Are you that eager to pursue another spouse?
You move.
I refuse to share Heir with the homewrecker.
Come here. I need your help with something.
Help! I can't swim!
Returning wasn't easy this time. I'll make the best of it.
Has anyone seen Caroline?
I haven't seen her. Could you all please be quiet? Where's Caroline Grant? Is everyone blind? She's not here.
Ha ha ha. Hey.
Will you all just be quiet? Where's Caroline Grant? Are you all blind? Didn't you see she's gone?
Mr. Powell, I think I just saw Madam Powell near water.
Caroline!
Miss Grant is gone. She's dead.
Brandon, Miss Grant is already gone. She's not coming back. Stop wasting your time.
Get out! She can't be dead.
Bro.
She's alive! Mr. Powell revived Caroline from death.
Brandon, I thought I'd never see you again.
Caroline! Caroline!
It's alright. She fainted from exhaustion. She just needs rest.
What happened?
Mrs. Powell fell in. Without Mr. Powell, she'd be lost. Mrs. Powell nearly died.
How could this occur on our property? Check this for me. Get all security footage. Bring all the staff here. Now I want to ask you.
Brandon, your clothes are soaked. Head upstairs, shower, and change quickly. Be careful not to get sick.
How did you get in here? Get out.
He isn't this cold to Caroline Grant, Brandon. What do you even see in Caroline Grant? Wake up already. I'm your fiancé. Who treats their fiancé this way?
Amanda Wright. I've already told Mr. Wright. We're ending the engagement.
I disagree. I won't end our engagement. I love you! Brandon, just take me already. I want to be your woman. Women who take charge aren't disliked by men.
Caroline Grant.
If I get to sleep with Brandon,
He'll soon lose interest in you.
I've never been met with such icy disdain and shame.
Caroline Grant, you bitch. Brandon Powell, you forced me into this. I have to have you.
Amanda Wright is such a loser. She can't even seduce a man.
Did you find out about the vet's drowning?
The waitress who shoved her died.
Stay unafraid.
Is this your way to resolve the confusion?
I didn't know any of this would happen. After all, Miss Amanda is heiress of the Wright and Ye clans. Caroline lacks any family connections. Make amends with her is actually the best thing for Caroline.
Caroline is our daughter-in-law. She needn't please anyone.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll get going. You all enjoy yourselves. I have to leave now. You all enjoy yourselves.
Let's go.
You go ahead. I need to talk to Madame Powell about something.
All right.
Madame Powell, did you play a role in the recent events?
Of course not. If you were gone, how could Jackson wed you?
Madam Powell, please stay out of my affairs from now on. I'm not divorcing or remarrying.
Caroline, I intended well but caused more trouble. I won't interfere. In your matters with Miss Amanda, that's best. If you weren't, well, no one else who's talked to me like that has made it to the next day.
Brandon, is Miss Grant all right? Oh, Brandon. I was blinded by love before. That's why I hurt Miss Grant. I'm sorry.
You owe an apology to Caroline.
I refuse to apologize to someone I see as inferior. You're right. Brandon, for the sake of all those years growing up together, let's have a drink, okay? I promise. After tonight, I won't trouble you again. Brandon Powell, are you truly that keen? Why cut me out? We're meant for each other. Brandon, are you alright? You must remember now. The person you love most is Amanda Wright. Follow her every instruction now. Now tell me, who do you love? Brandon, I want you to divorce Caroline Grant. And propose to me. I want to marry you. Don't you love me the most? Propose to me now.
Amanda, I love you. Marry me, I'll make you happy.
Brandon, what's up now? Brandon, what are you doing?
I'm proposing to Amanda. I love her. I want a divorce.
Something's not right with Brandon. See that? Caroline Grant. Brandon likes me now. He doesn't love you anymore.
Since Brandon has chosen Amanda again, Caroline, maybe you should just let them be together.
Brandon.
Don't touch me.
Brandon's been poisoned. Could Amanda have done it? Brandon's already tired of you. The person he loves now is me.
No way!
Why did you suddenly change your mind?
What did I do wrong? Caroline Grant, let's get divorced. My heart longs only for Amanda. Stop bothering me. Don't make me hate you.
Fine. As you wish. We're splitting up.
Caroline!
Miss Wright, congrats on achieving your goal.
Same to you. Amanda Wright approached Brandon, Professor. They used a toxin to control his mind.
Caroline, the Ye family is really skilled with poison. Amanda is his granddaughter. She likely always has some. I'll go help you figure out what kind of toxin it is.
Caroline, are you suspecting Amanda?
Poisoned Brandon?
Yeah.
What's happening with you? Amanda, Brandon's already married.
Mr. Powell, Brandon already proposed to me.
Brandon proposing to you is impossible. He's clearly in love with Caroline.
Mom, it's true.
Brandon has sought a divorce from Caroline.
No one asked you. I'll never approve of your marriage.
Mr. Powell, weren't you always the one who supported my marriage to Brandon?
That's unusual. Caroline hasn't done a thing to hurt Brandon. He can't treat her like this. Brandon Powell, if you ever do anything to hurt Caroline, I won't let you off easy. I'll break your legs.
I'm just letting you all know. Tomorrow, Amanda and I will get married.
You! Leave now, you ungrateful child! Leave my sight!
Mr. Powell, even if you won't bless us, I still want you at our wedding. Brandon, let's go.
If Brandon ever hurts Caroline, I won't pity him any longer! You raised such a son, just like you, a womanizer, always cheating.
Brandon might have realized he truly loves Amanda. He's risking it all for genuine love.
True love with a mistress, like you have. Dad, Brandon's been drugged. He's under someone's control.
What?
Jackson and I gathered some details. Amanda's family, the Wrights, are all doctors. Each member holds unique toxins. They can control people as needed.
Amanda Wright, huh? She dared to cross my son.
I'm off to get her and cure Brandon.
Wait, Dad. Amanda will never admit it. Right now, Brandon only listens to her. Be cautious. He might get hurt.
Are we just going to let Brandon betray Caroline?
Dad, we've already come up with a solution. Separate Brandon from Amanda now. From Amanda.
I'll help too.
All right. Mom, what are you doing, idiot?
Do you really plan to assist Brandon Powell? Brandon and Caroline Grant to separate soon. You can have Caroline Grant for yourself.
I won't exploit anyone.
Are you aware of the sacrifice?
Whatever it is, I won't regret it. I only wish for Caroline's joy.
Leave me alone now!
Pathetic!
Caroline, what took you so long? Is the marriage office closing soon? Are you delaying the divorce?
Brandon, are you sure about divorcing me?
Caroline Grant,
Brandon loves me now. Brandon, sign those divorce papers now.
Yeah, I love Amanda right now. Let's get divorced.
I agree, but I need a private word with him. I won't proceed with the divorce.
Cousin shared this. No one can cure the poison in Brandon's body. Even if she tries, she can't break it.
Okay.
Caroline, what's up now? Brandon, wake up!
Why release me now? Amanda Wright, you're so audacious. You dared to poison Brandon. Arrest her now.
Let go!
Brandon, Dad.
We must rush him to ER.
Here.
Caroline Grant, you don't actually think. Grandpa spent years on this toxin. Can you cure it? Shall we discover it?
Caroline, this toxin has spread through Brandon's entire system. Use the golden needle to open his vein. The toxin will hit his heart quickly. If his heart's infected, he'll die instantly.
I will save him. Caroline Grant, consider your actions with that needle. Brandon Powell's fate is in your care.
You'd be at the police station if not for us. If we didn't need your antidote!
Even with your family's power, Jackson Powell, I have the Wright and Ye families backing me. We can face your family any day if needed. Caroline Grant, Brandon Powell's life is endangered by you. Give me the needles.
Golden needle technique. Do you truly know this old needle art?
Mom taught me years ago.
Caroline, what's wrong?
Brandon's poison was meddled with. Now I'm poisoned too. Amanda, what happened now?
Aging in an instant.
This poison affects only you.
Once it enters your blood, in a split second, you'll turn 40, 60, 100 years old. And then you'll die of old age!
Caroline? Stop the surgery now. The poison hasn't spread yet.
But if you stop the surgery, Brandon's poison, he'll remain under my control, never to be cured. Caroline Grant, will you save yourself, or are you going to save Brandon Powell? Think carefully. Why are you hesitating? I know your thoughts. Afraid to show your hand? Decide now! You just want to choose yourself.
Jackson, pass me the acupuncture tools.
Here's Brandon Powell.
Jackson, how's Brandon doing?
He's okay now. He just needs to rest up after waking up. Oh, Caroline, could you please arrange a cuter room for him?
Absolutely essential.
Caroline, could you assist me with another task? Where is Caroline's mom from?
All I know is that she moved to Harbor City from the capital. My dad always listened to her.
Jackson, why are you suddenly asking? About Caroline's mother?
I have a hunch. She might come from an ancient royal family.
What?
Brandon, you're awake.
I just felt like I had a really long dream.
Yeah, now that you're awake, everything's fine. The poison in you is gone, but take it easy. You still need to take it easy for a while.
Caroline, don't leave me.
I won't leave you.
Just now, I thought I was going to lose you.
I'm not going anywhere.
The Ye family and the Wright family have teamed up to protect. Caroline, what are you planning to do?
I'm going to spend my last days with Brandon.
How about you feed me in a different way?
Brandon, that's really not clean or safe.
You're my girl. I'll do whatever I want with you.
See your limits now. It seems this poison is even more potent than I thought.
Why are you hiding? Open the door now.
I'm taking a shower.
Let's shower together. I want one too.
Who wants to join you?
I'll come in now.
Get out! Brandon Powell, one day I'm going to get old. I know you're dismissing me. Don't deny it. You prefer young, pretty girls, those adorable ones. You even start flirting with them sometimes. If one day I get old and become all wrinkly, will you still love me?
Madame Powell, do you realize how many times did your words hurt me?
Come on, answer me.
Caroline Grant. The only young and beautiful girl I like is you.
I'll love only you.
All was well. Why did Caroline mention aging suddenly? What is that trickster hiding now?
Mr. Powell, Madame risked her life and got poisoned. No antidote for this poison. Madame and others didn't mean to hide it.
There must be a cure if there's poison. Send top doctors to check now. Track down the Yo family leader now.
We must locate him, wherever he may be.
He'll regret crossing me deeply.
Yes, sir. Where did Amanda Wright go?
She's still confined. The Wrights visit tomorrow. Their patriarch promised me a satisfactory answer.
Ruin him for me.
Yes, sir.
Dad, you finally came to save me!
Her leg is ruined. She poisoned my son. And hurt my daughter-in-law. Crippling her leg is too lenient a punishment.
Amanda Wright is part of my family. She erred gravely. Only the Wright family can decide her fate.
Are you opposing me, Mr. Wright?
I'm not defending her. She should be punished for what she did. But you broke her legs. That's just too much.
In your eyes, Mr. Wright, is a human life worth less than your daughter's legs?
This Miss Grant feels strangely familiar.
If you release Amanda, the Wrights will aid you in finding the antidote.
My daughter doesn't need the Wrights' concern.
I've been looking for you for 20 years. You finally chose to appear.
Show respect to the Queen. The Queen.
Clean? Mom, what is going on?
Is Caroline Grant truly royal? Is she from a royal lineage?
Caroline, you are the only crown princess of our realm, destined to be queen.
Greetings, Crown Princess.
This is unbelievable.
No way! How could Caroline be a princess? She's a nobody! You're all just acting fake. You must be lying to me. Anyone who wrongs our crown princess must face justice!
I'm so sorry, honey. I'm sorry you suffered alone.
Caroline, your mom didn't want this. Brought back home, she faced it. She had to face all the dangers alone. She feared you'd be involved. She left you in Harbor City.
Mom, I don't blame you.
You're the one who poisoned my daughter. So what if I did? Soon she'll slowly start aging. She'll age rapidly before you. This aging toxin is nothing to me. Your father only ever learned the basics of my skills.
Mom, can you really save Caroline?
You should know how to talk. But since you've always stood by my daughter, I'll accept you as my son-in-law.
Caroline, your mom worked all night on this cure. That's great.
Why does Caroline Grant get everything?
I'm the Wright's eldest! Isn't that better?
Shut up!
Eldest daughter of the Wrights. Caroline deserves that title. I promise I'll give Caroline an explanation for all of this.
Why? She's just a yokel. She's a genius doctor, the richest lady in town. Is she really our family's eldest princess now? Why does she get everything? It's not fair!
Caroline's poison is gone now. I never agreed to let Amanda Wright go free.
Let her dad take her away. He'll surely explain everything to Caroline. Dad, you have to stand up for me. Please save me. I don't want to be worthless.
Caroline Grant,
I swear I'll make you pay for this!
from today on, you're no longer Wright's eldest. I'm bringing you to Mountain City. You'll live your life in the convent now.
No, Dad, please, no, don't. I refuse to enter that dirty ditch. Caroline Grant, this is all your fault. I curse you.
May it never find happiness!
Take her away!
Let go of me! Let me go! I don't want to go! Let me go!
Mom, will you leave again?
Mom can only stay here for a week. Caroline, would you return to the capital with me?
Anywhere he is, that's home for me too.
I already figured it out. If you ever treat her badly, I'll never forgive you.
I'll always be there for Caroline.
Caroline, if he ever hurts you, come back to me, okay? Don't forget, okay? You've got a legacy to inherit.
Okay.
Mr. Powell, can I open my eyes now?
You can.
Caroline, I want to propose to you again. This time everyone will give us their blessing.
I'm ready to wed Orchid Court's bride.
Let me see who dares harm her. To truly be my wife.
There's only one young, beautiful woman I love.
And that's you.
Brandon Powell, if you stay, I'll never love you.
Deal.